It's Committee of Public Gaming, so let's bloody have a watch.
Hey, we're playing South Park. Here's shit Moses again. Stuart's on the controls now because
Ibrahim kept getting bullied in the comment section.
As these Let's Plays have evolved, we've sort of registered the fact that it's not fun to watch somebody fuck about for a bit. And
Wow.
I watched the tutorial back like twice, and you know those moments where you go to bed and it's like, remember that embarrassing thing that happened 8 years ago? That's in the catalog.
It's like that just perpetually.
Perpetually, basically.
Well, see, now the fun part of this is that we have not played this for, is it 5 months?
It's been 5 months.
To let you behind the scenes.
Because we recorded South Park first, because generally speaking, me and Stuart get on board the quickest, but with these kind of things. Stuart, you're so good. You're such a great player of the game. We recorded this like March 28th.
Fun?
We recorded the first session in March 28th, and we recorded for like 3 hours, which is way longer than all the other recording sessions. Being very gung-ho about it, and now it's July 18th, so it's been a hot minute.
It's been quite a while.
But that's okay.
Oh, that's me messing up.
Dude, at this point...
I'm so bad, I have no idea what I'm doing. Oh yeah.
Okay. I don't understand anything that's going on. I'm just happy to be here at this point. How much difference did they make? I'm glad you can control it, by the way. That was weird in the menu.
Yeah, that was probably not right.
I'm not sure which intro we'll be using, but the menu wasn't working for all people at home.
Just the angles were a bit weird for that one. Oh yeah.
So did you have to do that to save him? You couldn't just climb on the bed?
No. It's too big. You can't climb on it.
Alright.
And you'll notice that the joke there. The joke there was that Princess Kenny was getting quote unquote raped, which in this case was just the kid jumping on the bed. Because
that's what they... Yeah.
Because I watched enough to know that that's a thing that happens, but not how it happens.
Alright. Well, we actually have audio this time. Last time the audio cut out after about 2 hours, so that's going to be good.
Yeah, it should be nice.
I figured out why that happens. Adobe Premiere is so weird. If you have too many format files in the PC, because the recording sessions were so long, we had like 4 hours of stuff, right?
Yeah.
And it duplicates it in your memory, and that particular folder got too big to keep the audio in.
I see.
Which is fucking stupid. I had to like go to my temp and stuff like that. Like I had to open up Administrator View to find the folder to delete it. So that's been IT Weekly for all you boys at home. If you have Adobe Premiere issues, I'm not your guy. I'm actually very bad at it. Alright,
this is our speedrun of South Park.
South Park, sick of truth. Would you speedrun South Park?
No, it's not a game that you can shorten down.
It is a bit random.
Games I was thinking of speedrunning, Tony Hawk American Wasteland, and the Lego Star Wars games.
Lego Star Wars would be fun, wouldn't it?
Yeah. The trouble is that I want to get in. If I were to do that, I'd get into a category that's completely new, because I think speedrunning would benefit from having a category which is like, our objective here is to make something that is interesting to watch as possible, rather than something that's as quick to watch as possible.
Okay, that makes sense. I mean,
because you know when you watch,
basically
when it's like
Bonesaw %.
Kind of, but you know when it's like okay, so in this part I'm gonna do the exact same thing for like 10 minutes because it saves 0.4 seconds. So instead you just go, I'm just going to do the more interesting looking thing.
Alright. So you basically want to have an exhibition speedrunning category.
Yeah, exactly.
That's such a good idea. Like, that's the best way to get people on board with it as well.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, you don't get people wanting to program by showing them some jackass algorithm code. You're like, hey boys and girls, let's print out Hello World in the, look, nearly do it happened.
It's so good.
It's like,
sorry, man. Can you turn the volume just a tinsy bit more? Cause
I think mine's a bit.
I get distracted super easy if I can't play.
We have 2 different headphones in, obviously. Before we didn't. We've been upgrading our set slowly but surely.
Oh man, it's been so powerful. Man, now we have like a bunch of ferns and stuff. Oh, that's alright.
You gotta suck them
off.
Oh no! Okay.
Oh god. Okay, that's
bye, Kenny.
Yeah, that's a powerful mash that I need to do.
Jeez Louise.
I got a wee bit confused.
If you ever need me to mash so we can go to the bathroom anytime, Stuart.
If we ever need to monster mash.
If we ever need to take a poop in the toilet.
You know I'm your boy.
You for everything else. Me for that particular thing.
You're not waiting on me.
He's got both these guys should bleed to death next time.
Yeah, and you restore your PP anyways, you're just being smart.
Oh, I love my PP.
Oh, I love my Game Boy SP Advance.
Oh, I love the Game Boy. No. Oh, how do I fucking... see, I can't swap between those voices too quickly just yet. But
yeah,
no. You need sour squirms to stay alive.
Clean your room. This guy really needs to clean his room.
Yeah, well, this is a basement.
Jordan Peterson would have an aneurysm.
Look at this buff rat over here.
Dude, look at... Oh, wow.
That's a buff,
great.
goddamn. That's a buff
Dude,
rat.
Jordan Peterson would be happy with my room. Look at this. Super
Well,
clean.
it's super good. I thought you were saying that he wasn't going to be happy.
Oh,
like
I
this
just
is
want to
the
appease
cleanest
Jordan
damn
Peterson, guys, you know.
I want that to be like a thing of like just a picture of a clean room, then like you don't want to deep fries Jordan Peterson has the lights.
One where he's napping and then one where he's awake.
I sleep while I work. Oh, that's good. I like that.
It's funny. I feel like this is very easy to misconstrue. It's not that we dislike Jordan Peterson or like him. He's just a good cultural figure.
I would say that I like him, but that's my view.
I like
not the
him
view
as
of the
well,
channel.
but I like him as a cool dude as opposed to a life mentor.
I can only speak for myself.
You know what? I like him in the same way I like Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. In different ways.
As a
actually.
pro wrestler.
Yeah, exactly.
Can you smell what the room is cleaning? I'm the people's champ. Yeah, that's your. Why is it? You know how Loot Crate makes T-shirts where it's like, let's take this one nerd I think and put this other nerd thing and we'll mash them together. That's what we do for jokes.
We do the Rock.
What if Jordan Peterson but The Rock?
Dude, that's awesome. Can you imagine like a self-help wrestler where he's like he
Oh,
does like
that's
a suplex and then he like gets out his book and he's like, you have to imagine success, right?
No, that has happened, but it's always kind of like as a heel thing. Like there's been a bunch of wrestlers that are teachers, but that's always kind of treated as like a heel thing.
Oh man, I just want to see like Tim Ferriss as like a wrestler. You know who Tim Ferriss is?
No.
He's like this nerd who's trying to find the most efficient way to live human life. I actually don't mind him either. He has a good podcast, but I haven't listened to it in years actually. Maybe it's a little bit. Okay. No. Yeah. You did it.
Oh god,
my
this
God.
is a difficult button mash.
Your button mash.
Oh, God,
Get
he
the
has so
button
much health.
mash. Dude, Jimmy the Bard is.
Yeah, so this is a very QTE heavy boss fight. You'll
Every
be
time
glad.
events and games are just getting too far, it shows Kenny being eaten by rats. Oh man. But actually, just
Oh god, I suck.
oh wow,
I
you
missed that.
stabbed that guy.
Yeah. Oh no, I circumcised him, dude, but I just
Oh
missed
wow, is that what that was? That's hilarious.
it. Damn it, I missed all of it.
Just as a bit of reference, me and Stuart recently have been.
Oh, it's the wrong one. Shit.
Stuart has recently cultivated the best Jordan Peterson impression this side
I really haven't.
of the Northern
but
Hemisphere.
I know how to do it.
And so I could appreciate it more. I've been watching a lot of his videos, and I opened up my recommendations before this recording session started.
It's all Peterson.
It was all Peterson and self-help guys, and I'm like, Stuart, how do I get out of this hole? I want to go back to my video
There's no
essays
getting
from
out.
like nerdy 20-somethings talking about games no one cares about.
So in the Weeb comics here.
Why is Ratchet & Clank Enter the Arena so important for classical platformer culture?
Oh god. Man, you reminded me of that video of why is it a
The gaming
disappointment?
Brit, yeah. To be fair, I don't like him that much, so that's fine. I don't think that was the video that broke the camel's back, but it definitely put it in the grade.
I never really. That's the only thing from him that I watched. I was like,
There's this guy I really like called Vash the Stampede. Or no, Vash the Shell Bullet. I can send him to you sometime. I think you'd really like him too because
shit.
he's charismatic, which a lot of these guys are not, generally speaking. Neither am I, mind you. I'm not calling people out as such. It's just hard to spend all your time thinking very critically about games and also being a charismatic guy who makes people happy to be around, right? Like, it's two very different skills most of the time. But Vash is very charismatic while also talking about really obscure weeb shit. So
Okay, I see what you're saying.
and
That's
one of the
usually what
guys
they
on
are.
his podcast, I always listen to like one episode of a podcast and then never watch it again. But one on his it was a gaming Brit. And he has good opinions, but his content rubs me the wrong way because it's kind of like Mother's Basement, which is really like clickbaity and
I haven't watched Mother's Basement.
I don't like Mother's Basement at all.
Press A or extra power attack. Sorry.
That's no issue. If you want me to read that for you as well.
No. I can read it. I'm sorry that I'm not paying full attention to this.
That's why we put Stuart on the controls because out of the pairs, I think we're the most conversational.
Certainly on similar topics.
Yeah, definitely. Because me and
Two
Gates
people
are
that
basically
agree on everything have
Yeah.
deep conversation.
really getting to the bottom of the issues.
I mean, that's basically us.
Yeah, you know.
I mean, it's not like we even agree on like report. It's like, oh man, this YouTube is really
we just
good.
watch the same shit. That's basically it. And we don't watch the same shit, but we watch the same type of shit.
Yeah.
It is important to say
We
that.
watch some of the same shit.
Yeah. Aw, poor Jimmy the Bard.
Oh man, he's getting catfished.
Getting
He's
catfished
getting
hard.
catfished IRL.
Jimmy the Bard. Catfished hard.
Oh man, okay. Sorry, I got.
Oh man, that really rustled his Jimmy.
Dirty bitch. Oh yeah.
Yeah, don't worry about me, man.
it.
Oh, I can't believe I already fell asleep. That's not fair.
Are you sleep on both?
No, just the other one. Yeah.
Woke.
Just that
Stay
one.
woke, kids.
I woke. The Donald looks like an orangerino.
I was gonna go for something completely different, but okay.
Oh, what were you gonna say?
We was
kings?
we was kings.
What? What?
What's happening?
Is that what woke is?
What?
To be honest, I've heard woke used in so many different
Yeah,
ways.
it sort of transitioned from being just about a very particular kind of person who was into conspiracy theories
Yeah.
to anybody who says stuff which is even somewhat off topic. Where it's like, it's gone from being like really actual stupid shit like 9/11 was the
An
moon
inside
landing,
joke.
which was in
Yeah.
a movie studio.
Oh, yeah.
Stuff like that. And now it's just like, I didn't actually like Starbucks that much. Stay woke, kids.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. It's anything which is somewhat. It's kind of like what memes being counterculture, and then it's becoming completely. Woke is a microcosm of that.
yeah. No, it's just like I've heard it used to mock people that have very far left views, but then sometimes I hear it used to mock people that.
Well, it definitely started, in my opinion, from people who had very right views, or just very misinformed views in general.
Yeah.
The woke
It's kind of
joke-
just gone all over the place, is the thing.
Yeah, I mean that's sort of what happens when it has any cross pollination. People don't really know where it's from.
Oh, we're bees! Stop cross-pollinating.
Cross-pollinating the memes are the
Oh, man, I watched. Did you watch? Did you watch? Was it Quentin Reviews that did that video on the B movie? Because I was interested.
The struggle behind it. I didn't watch it. I just saw
Oh,
the
yeah.
thumbnail.
It was pretty good, actually. I
didn't watch it. I just saw the thumbnail. It was the same thing as like I didn't read the article, but I saw the headline. For the modern age.
Yeah, I mean, it was quite interesting, but then again, I'm just interested by Jerry Seinfeld in general.
Oh, he's a genius, but he's also like
He's also not a genius. It's interesting.
no,
not a genius is the wrong term.
he's a
He does some
comedic
weird
genius
stuff.
as far as writing goes, but
Yeah.
he isn't that great at stand up. Because I mean, he's a great stand up. Obviously, he's one of the greatest of all time. But I'm talking about in current years, he's become a bit of a professor in terms of what.
Yeah, I
makes
guess
comedy
I see
work.
what you're saying.
Like I was watching an interview of him the other day from I think it was Mandy Fair or something like that, and it was just talking about how he constructs jokes, and it was super
Oh, yeah.
interesting. It's a very well thought out
Yeah.
process, very artisanal.
Yeah, I think I watched that before. How he like just writes it down on a piece of paper
And
and
longhand,
keeps on.
he goes for words which sound funny,
Yeah.
and he tries to shorten syllables with his perfect timing
Yeah.
and cadence and stuff like that.
Oh, it's very interesting
Um,
just how in depth he could get with it.
But like again, he's been writing jokes and he interviews comedians and he talks about jokes. these
Interviews
days.
and comedians and cars getting interviews.
Comedians in interviews getting cars. Comedians in coffee
Oh.
getting cars. Just like a giant cup
Just
of coffee.
comedians getting cars.
Ready to leave, Sir Douchebag?
Cars and comedians getting coffee.
Okay, but hurry up.
Comedians.
This inn is no longer safe
Sorry,
for our
I was
king.
a bit glitched. Okay, that should be fine. That's good.
Ready to
Jordan
leave, Sir
Peterson
Douchebag?
fans and rooms getting cleaner.
Oh man, that's gonna be the Peterson Empire. That's gonna be his slogan. He's just gonna start a cleaning business.
It was all just like it was just a long con so you could start like an Ajax spray and wipe company.
This will clean your room so good.
Get my air freshener.
He's just doing it to become one of the voices for the Muppets. A very particular frog.
Muppets
Oh,
movie 4.
Miss Piggy.
There's Jordan B. Peterson Muppet who's just instructing Kermit how to get his life together.
Miss Piggy, don't you see this is chaotic?
Who's the most childish Muppet you could think of? I haven't seen the Muppets in years.
I haven't seen the Muppets for a while. Isn't it that probably the dude that's the superhero, right? The blue.
Yeah, Gonzo.
Gonzo. Gonzo.
Dude, one where Gonzo like retires from being a superhero, and then Jordan B. Muppetson has to come and save him, like clean his room, and then stand up straight, clean your fur. But he's also the Rock. Can you
Oh.
smell what the Muppet is cooking?
Don't compare yourself to another superhero. Compare yourself to the superhero you were yesterday, Gonzo. You can do it.
It just keeps going. It just fantastic. I haven't looked at the screen in like 20 minutes. That's been
You don't need to, man. This is my domain now.
you got the Poco.
Poco. I'm doing achievement hunting here. I'm getting everything.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know if we can fast travel because it's nighttime.
Caitlin Stoley. Can you not fast travel at nighttime?
Oh yeah, this is proper messed up. Okay, that one would. Oh yeah, okay.
What?
Yeah,
Is that controller okay?
it's messed up.
Do you want to swap out?
Nah, that's fine.
We have like 4 controllers.
It's just the triggers that are a bit dumb. Well, at least yeah. So you can't.
Wait,
fast
did you bring the
travel.
controller that was acting up at your house?
No. See, I bought the controller that wasn't No, see, I brought that to Daniel's.
Okay.
So Daniel still has that.
Alright.
So I can't do that because it's nighttime.
Remember.
So where? Okay, so that's them. Where am I? I'm here. Okay, good. I'm where I need to be. I just need to be going the other way.
All right.
Was there a sprint?
Our
in this?
character
there
is like actually my goal in life.
I just randomly changed this guy for no particular reason. I was just fiddling around.
He's
in
a
the menu
Jewish
swap.
stink lord.
When in the menus, I was just like, you know what? Let's make him.
Remember when he was like the most Jewish rap inmate? Where he had the piss orange clothes on.
Oh, there. Yeah, they just time it out.
Yep.
There you are! We've been looking all over for you!
Okay, sweet.
Do you
Oh,
know
man.
how late it
Does that have
is?
any detriments,
You
or-
are grounded!
Alright, sweet. That's such a
Now,
bullshit
I want
sense.
you to go to bed
What?
and think about what
Go to
you've
bed and
done.
think about what you've done.
Well, am I gonna sleep or am I going to think?
Well,
Come on, man, it can't be both. I can search online with the cuties.
for the cuties. What do you think Tinder is like for 10-year-olds in the city of South Park?
I hope non-existent
Yep.
is what I hope.
Unlike the 10-year-olds of the real world.
Oh man, you run into that a bit if you explore the gay scene.
10-year-old gay kids.
It's you know like straight up. Oh man, this is gonna get demonetized. It's probably the most the community that you would go to if you were a young person looking for older hookups where it would be the most accepted. It's proper messed up.
That's
It's proper not right.
But that's proper not right. I mean, I don't want to say his name in fear of demont. I think that's a good joke because we already know we're demonetized. Let's just keep going for it. But Melvin Pacey,
No, I don't know who that is.
rhyme it.
Oh right, yeah, sorry. Yeah.
That's basically
Yeah,
what.
so here's the censored thing that happens.
They're bound to high tables.
See, now we're not going to get demonetized because we got to crying koala instead.
Dude, that's awesome. I actually really like that because Hotline Miami 2 just couldn't come out in Australia because
It's straight up couldn't.
the guy tweeted, "Hey, if you're Australian, just pirate my game." And he's like, I'm not telling you where to get it, but it rhymes with Myriad Say.
Yeah.
kind of thing. Bad news, Australia's Part Center 2. Here, it was attempt to possibly copyright. Oh no. But you can't do Then it's replaced by a bigger fire.
And then it just cuts back to that.
Wow, that's... And that's like a power-up, right?
That's the dream. Yeah, it is actually.
Would you do this sequence to get superpowers?
Well, what are the superpowers?
You get
His-
you get that.
Here's Randy
Is
Darsh.
this your first time getting probed?
That's okay, but...
Yeah, it's a pain, but this is the kind of stuff you put up with living in a remote little mountain town. At least we don't have to deal with traffic. Hey, you broke free!
Told you this was a funny game.
This is a funny game.
I'm a funny game.
Wow, that's... You get that superpower. You get like a...
Yeah, you get to teleport.
You get an alien queen tail and you
You must
teleport.
have broke off part of the probe and now you can control
I don't know if I want to be able. No, because I am of the opinion that every time you teleport, you
You kill
die.
yourself, yeah.
Exactly.
I'm on the same boat. It's... I think you still exist, it's just your consciousness stops existing
Yeah,
for a second,
exactly.
and when it
It's-
restarts, you're dead.
It's back to the question of what is a man.
It's back to the question of should you sleep at night?
Why?
Because when you wake up,
Oh, the fact that your consciousness is ended.
Yeah.
Is that what? Okay.
because
That's a
you
fair point.
typically shut down, your brain gets healed up.
That's a
then,
fair point.
then you wake up and you're a new consciousness, your brain is rebooted.
No, because it's speaking wise, it.
Dude, moths have it the best, man. They just don't sleep or eat for 4 days and then just die, dude. They get
Wow, moths are powerful creatures.
Yeah, no, they just like mate and die as they're kind of like
well,
our
I
deal.
mean, that's what lots of animals do, to be fair.
Wizard's beard. All right, I love me some. I know it's.
I don't know, man. I love me some wizards.
I guess I guess he's like a Dragon Ball Z character after at like 90, but he's also a wizard.
Yeah.
He's Gandalf if he was a Saiyan.
If he was Jewish.
Saiyan Gandalf.
You know, now that I remember this section, I think there's actually some difficult boss battles in it. What's kind of interesting about the aliens is that they appeared like a lot very early into the South Park, and then they haven't appeared very much outside of that.
They look like the Canadians.
Oh no, the Canadians are just when you cut their head in half and they go up and down. Moo 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 moo.
What a cliffhanger. What's gonna happen next? Fucking, I guess you'll have to watch next week.